Alright guys, welcome back to Spirit Change. Today we're going to be reviewing Doctor Strange on 3D Blu-ray. We're not going to get into the film itself, we're going to talk about the 3D quality and the audio quality. But first, let's take a look at the box art. Alright guys, we just got done watching the film. Now this movie wasn't shot natively in 3D.
No.
It was shot in 2D, converted to 3D. It does have the fluctuating Imax aspect ratio from 240 to 1 back over to 190 to 1. So if you're watching it on a TV screen, you'll have the black bars on the top and the bottom, the letterboxing. In those certain IMAX scenes, it'll fill the entire screen and then switch back to the letterbox. Now the 3D quality, awesome quality. Bill, what'd you think about that?
It was amazing. I saw this movie originally in the IMAX 3D, and I thought it was great then, but this version is probably the best 3D I've seen for any non-cinematic or actual theater viewing.
We're watching this on the projector screen, which is 126 inches. At the beginning, that opening scene where they're on top of the building, where what's the?
Oh, it's the scene that looks like Inception, where they're fighting the Ancient One.
I mean, there's so much depth in that thing. When it first pops off, it feels like you're on top of the...
Yeah, it literally pulls you into the scene. It's very immersive.
You get a little bit of vertigo there.
Yeah, if you're not careful. I thought that was a great way to start. There are some other very, very good scenes. Especially the IMAX scenes where there's one where he first does his astral traveling, and that is really just incredible.
There's a couple scenes at the beginning. I think the opening scene, there's a little bit of that cardboard cutout that you'll get from conversions. Looks a little flat. Other than that, there's a few pop-out scenes where things are popping out of the screen, like the butterfly when he's hovering over the space, over Earth.
Yeah,
that's pretty cool. It looks like it's hovering.
It's wicked. Face. It really is. Most 3D movies, there's points where you don't really know why they made this movie in 3D. It's not very apparent. Things look flat. Even if you take the glasses off, it doesn't look like anything's going on. This movie, the 3D is throughout. It gives more depth to every scene, especially the action scenes. But even when it isn't a big pop-out effect, it still is very immersive.
Yeah, you can tell they had 3D definitely in mind for this movie.
Right.
If you have a 3D television, 3D projector, 3D display, I think this is the only way to watch this movie. Now, if there was only some way to watch this movie in 4K 3D, but there's not. Limitations of 4K right now, no 4K 3D. Only 3D and 2K. But maybe soon. Maybe soon we'll get 4K 3D.
You never know.
I hope so. Now, audio quality. Audio quality is in DTS HD 7.1. It's not in Atmos. Disney hasn't embraced Atmos yet, or immersive audio. But if you have a properly set up system, the 7.1 in this movie...
this isn't a scary movie, but there were at least 3 or 4 times where I actually jumped because the sound coming at you. There's some really, really startling scenes that would really, that benefit from having a really nice sound system.
Car crash scene?
The car crash scene.
Crazy.
Some of the battles, just phenomenal. Overall, this sound it misses the Atmos, but really you don't miss the Atmos because they do a really nice job with the sound mixing.
Yeah, there's one scene where Tilda Swinton is in the temple at the beginning, where he's flying through the astral plane. You can hear her voices going all the way around.
Right, that's right. She's kind of talking to him as he's flying through this astral projection, and it shifts from side to side, and it's really, really cool.
You hear it from the back, you hear it coming over your head.
Yeah.
And if it's coming over your head and it's not Atmos, that's pretty impressive.
Yeah, they really did a nice sound mixing job.
If you're a parent,
totally acceptable. A little bit of violence, not too bad, not too much blood, martial arts type stuff, but no cursing, no sex.
A lot of humor.
Yeah, well, it's a Marvel
movie. All right, guys, that's our thoughts on the 3D quality, audio quality of Doctor Strange 3D Blu-ray.
Boom!
If you enjoyed this video, give us a thumbs up. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and we'll see you guys again in the next video.
Cheers.